In the year 2021, the fourth corporate war began, and that's when it all went to hell. I mean, it was already hell before then for most of us. But man, shit really hit the fan. The next couple of years, it just got worse, until eventually it all came to a peak between Arasaka and Militech. On August 20th, 2023, it all ended with a literal bang when a raid on the Arasaka corporate building brought the whole place crashing down, right in the middle of Night City. The nuke that went off took out the entire corporate sector, instantly killing 500,000 people and displacing thousands more. Now, 22 years later, we're finally recovering from that hellish time. But make no mistake, it's nowhere near peaches and cream out here in the red. Now, Night City is an even bigger playground for booster gangs, technocults, and all kinds of unsavory characters that wear everything from spiked leather to silk button-downs. What you do now will determine your fate in the time of the Red. It's time for you to rise up from the rubble of Night City. It's time to resist. It's time for some disorder.
Hey, follow around the birth of a soldier. When I decide if you live or die, rise up, resist and disorder. Rise up, resist and disorder. Nowhere to run, it's all undone. Everything burns, everything burns. I'll watch you fall down, I'll drag you face down. Everything burns, everything burns.
All right, we are officially starting session 20, which is likely going to start off with a big old shopping trip.
Yes.
You guys decided to go with Sylvia and her request to go into the old corporate center and dig all the way down under the exploded Arasaka building to look for stuff down there. She gave y'all a little bit of seed money. Yeah, y'all need to do some prep.
Yeah, because we're going into a hellhole. Now, thankfully, they are providing us, I do believe, with essentially a covering for our armor that we can wear over it that will, like, prevent radiation and stuff. But, yeah. So, that's nice. But as we kind of determined before the recording started, we're also going to be getting radioactive resistant duct tape for when that eventually starts getting holes put in it.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing to have.
So, like 2 rolls of that. I'm willing to throw some money in for the investment of like not getting hyper cancer.
It's
What's
cyber cancer, thank you very much.
What's an extra arm? I mean, you see like some people walking around with 3-4 arms all the time. I mean, not all the time.
If
but...
it was functional
I mean,
and
you
had
could-
bones rather than just being a sheer mass of cancer, I don't think that you can call like a protuberance of tumor. It's very generous to call that an arm.
yeah.
Maybe it'll get psychic powers.
Open your mind.
You can also just buy an artificial shoulder mount and get 2 extra cyber arms. So
Well,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you see people walking around with extra arms all the time.
Yeah, and
We're
look at how
starting
much they
to-
had to pay for it and how much you don't.
We are starting to edge into Warhammer 40k levels of radioactive magic. So moving swiftly along from that.
All hail.
Yes, in nomine imperator and all that other nonsense. So all right, so that's on the list. Are they supplying digging tools, or are we going to have to get a bunch of our own?
So in the briefing, Sylvia outlined already that they have a way down there
Yeah, but that
already
doesn't-
mostly digged out.
Yeah, but that doesn't, like, there could be a cave-in, or, stuff could have changed since the last time they were there. We could go further, and we could find, like, a dead end that the map says that we absolutely have to get through here, and so on and so forth.
She has given you everything to the best of her knowledge.
Cool.
So, to the
All
best
right,
of her knowledge, the way is mostly clear.
all
To
right,
get down
so,
there, anyway.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm looking at the master gear list, and there's nothing that really looks like digging tools. So this is going to be much like the anti-radioactive duct tape. Going to be something that I think you're going to have to make a ruling on, Peter, as to whether or not we can get like
Stuff like the tent and camping equipment, I think, like, has stuff just, like, included in there for stuff. The tech tool, I think, has a bunch of stuff. I think or like the tech bag, I think, like, has a bunch of stuff in it. Like, there's, like, little, like, packaged things in there that, like, have, like, specific tools, like, just in there.
So you get like camping equipment and just hashtag it's shovel.
Yeah. So while they don't, like, list out, like, every little thing, there are a couple of little, like, tool packs, more or less, that already just kind of include some of the stuff that you're looking for.
mostly just trying to keep in mind for what I see as probably eventualities, where because like they're asking us to go deeper to an area that because of schematics we know roughly where it is, but like most of their crews kept dying before they could actually like get to that point, so we don't know whether or not like there's just a whole bunch of rubble and shit that we need that a crowbar and a shovel would be really useful for. Because like if we give some digging tools to Robbie eventually just becomes like
He becomes the ant that Sylvester Stallone was playing in Ants, and like just pickaxes like his way through four different things.
like something like that. It's just like we don't need muscle power. We've got hydraulic power right here. We just like put a pickaxe in Robbie's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, related to that, Robbie, a question: do you have the radar sonar implant?
At this time.
All right.
Probably the more relevant question: does he have the space for it?
Where would it go?
It's a neural
what do
slot.
I need? What part of me requires the space?
It's internal body, which I don't know if that's like has slots. I don't know.
Normally, I don't think the torso generally has slots. No.
Internal cyberware just means it goes somewhere in your body.
That's what it's under.
Okay, so wherever Robbie has slots, it could go.
I was actually asking, like, just in case I could see about like potentially just grabbing it instead of Robbie
and putting it into your fancy new arm as you.
No, not the arm. Internal. The arm is actually going to remain surprisingly empty, mostly because it's not the arm that has the whip in it, and 2 internal melee weapons feels like slightly off-brand overkill.
It's off-brand overkill.
Off-brand overkill.
I mean, the body.
Yama Overkill is my middle name, Raja.
Off-brand overkill.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is also a opportunity to get some potentially more expensive cyberware stuff as well.
Yep, that's on my list.
Can we get hospital wear? Is the answer yes or no? It's very important.
I mean, you can buy it.
You may not be able to install it right now.
I can't afford that.
Okay.
Well, actually,
my
hold on.
response to that is, could we go for all of us who are getting that, because I don't plan to? Could they just go to the Biotechnica campus and say, "Hey, can you just install this in me?"
Actually, I think it actually says like the cost of things include the installation for it. So
Yeah, and there are like rules and there are like already hospital rules. So I assume that, assuming we have the money, it should be accessible.
Yeah, it's more for like the install like level is kind of more for like, hey, I found this piece of cyberware. Now I need to get to the right place that can install it. But like if you buy a piece of cyberware from somewhere, for rules as written, the price includes the installation charges. It will include the hospital visit.
What a time to be annoyingly low on goddamn humanity. That means I can't actually get subdermal because it puts me on the edge.
I mean,
I hate it.
There's not necessarily a time. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of a timetable. Like Sylvia is expecting this probably within like, the next week or so to be done. Otherwise, she thinks that you're just probably took the money and ran. In which case, corporate dogs will be sent after you.
Really, I'm just saying that because it is technically speaking, it is entirely possible for me to install, get subdermal armor, roll super boxcars, and zero out my humanity. That is just moderately problematic. At best.
What I'm trying to say, if you guys want to take a week for stuff like therapy because you're low on humanity, you have that time. But you'll be cutting it kind of close to what Sylvia is going to be expecting, you know.
That's absolutely understood.
Either that you're dead or that you're in the process of actually being inside the area.
So you said anti-radioactive duct tape, just like, you know, the patches are 500 a roll.
Yep.
All right, I'll throw down 500 for one roll. Anybody want to put down any for the other?
Yeah, I'll buy the.
Let me see.
Okay.
I've got plenty of money.
Well, everybody has plenty of money right now. It's shopping time.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like we're getting things to go over our armor jacks, supplied by Biotechnica to deal with, you know, radiation. But when those
Right.
eventually get ripped up, like, we're getting stuff to repair that.
I'm gonna buy one for me.
I'm actually gonna say handily, the Biotechnica gift shop has radioactive duct tape. It has the Biotechnica logo on it and everything.
Usually people just don't get it because they're like, why would I need this? It's so expensive.
That seems like a strange
it
thing
seems
to
kind of
spend my
niche.
money on.
It seems kind of niche, and there, like, it commonly just comes up in like local board meetings for, you know, the Night City branch of Biotechnica. It's like, do we really need this here? And there's just a few people who are really hard on keeping it, just like, yes.
The interns running the shop. The interns running the shop are kind of excited that we keep buying it.
Like, oh my god, we haven't sold any of this thing in months.
Yeah, we'll take 3. Slaps down a big wad of cash.
It's mostly sold internally, you know, kind of just like this,
All right.
Yeah,
this
they just
internal
open-
cash flow.
They just kind of open half-empty boxes when they're stocking.
All right. So I'm just gonna put it under my gear as duct tape, but we all know what it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
same here.
Okay, so you guys got 2 rolls of radioactive resistant
Repair
duct tape.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also grabbed one.
Okay,
Like,
3 rolls of radioactive
well-
resistant duct tape.
Well, if Yama's buying one, then I'm not going.
Yeah, okay.
All
I
right.
don't think
So
we need. I don't think we need more than 2.
I just imagine like Dreamer and like Blitz are going to buy one, and Yama's just all like, "What? You guys are buying that? I want one too."
Yeah, it's kind of narrows his eyes, like wonders, like, are they getting one on me? Fuck that.
yeah. So okay, we've got 2.
I totally see Yama as a bit of a himbo, to be honest.
Fine, I'll go ahead
He
and
is-
buy it. I'll
he
keep-
has brain cells. They're just not assigned the way most people would assume is reasonable or correct or even useful for functioning in everyday life.
Oh yeah, so one of the things that actually happens while you guys are prepping for all of this stuff, Blitz, you get a message from your buddy.
Oh, okay.
He actually asks you if you got anything going on that he might be interested in, because he says that pickings are a little slim at the moment and everything is just kind of boring him.
Yeah, we're gonna go do a deep dive in the radiation zone for Biotechnica.
Aye.
Putting all that out there, huh?
You didn't just
Absolutely.
Oh
It's
wait,
my
you don't.
buddy.
Yeah, you know this guy, so yeah, NDAs mean nothing between friends.
Yeah, he's known him for weeks.
Oh yeah, this is the guy who told us about that incoming raid, wasn't it?
Yep.
Bada bing.
You know what? You know what? I like that guy. That guy's on my good books.
I do let him know I'm under an NDA, so not to spread it around.
He's like, no shit.
Yeah.
Where you going?
I think it's old Arasaka crap.
He kind of like responds with like the keyboard smash type of like response. You want some help?
Sure. We as long as you're willing to sign the paperwork.
He kind of like responds with like 3 dots. He's like,
Just an ellipsis.
yeah.
To be fair, here we do have Grizz going in with us. Like, he did agree to help us out, so we're not going in just ourselves.
Oh, I thought he said he wasn't.
No, yeah, he did.
He sends you a message like, "You want to meet up real quick?"
Sure.
And this would be your first face-to-face meeting with this person.
Okay.
Oh man, internet friend becoming real life friend. Jeez, you got to prepare.
Well, there was a chance it was an AI, so
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna say, if they've got strangely vibrant, kind of glowing blue eyes, run the fuck in the other direction.
Okay, listen. This is Cyberpunk. That actually might not. That actually might just mean
That's
they're
just shift
kind of a
tax.
weeb.
yeah, that's just shift tax.
Some people are just like that. Maybe you don't like them very much because that is a strong fashion statement, but they are like that.
I'm also just making a 2077 joke where it's just like there are absolutely like AIs piloting essentially entirely robot bodies where they all have that tell, and
Mhm.
that tell is just like vaguely glowing like blue eyes,
Yep.
and they cause you all sorts of shit.
So he gives you an address in Pacifica.
Okay, I take the van.
Oh, it might be one of the Haitian voodoo boys.
It's somewhat statistically unlikely, all things considered.
Since I now have my drive up to 10, I take the van. Yeah.
I can drive around the city without crashing.
Yeah.
At the very least, you don't have to roll to determine whether or not
Whether or not you crash
around the
into
block
anything.
results in a
Yeah.
crash.
You go to his address. You know, Pacifica's Pacifica, right? You know, it's made to look kind of like the Florida coast, you know, tourist area, right?
Right.
You go to the address. He finally opens up, and yeah, you see this dark-skinned individual, and he goes, "Blitz."
Oh,
Yeah.
hold it.
What's this guy's name, by the way? What do you know him by?
Blue Spike.
Blue Spike? Okay.
Blue Spike.
But yeah, so he opens the door and he like, you know, calls you by your handle name, you know, kind of questioningly.
Yep. Yep. Blue Spike. Good to meet you.
Great, come in. Come in.
Yep. Let me pull the spark plugs out of the van real quick. All right.
Preemptively take the tires off. Put on cinder blocks already.
All right.
But yeah, so you walk in. When you go in initially, like, it looks like any other kind of like apartment, but as soon as you go in, obviously, like, just walls and walls full of tech. Yeah.
Nice. I'm jealous. So what's up?
Oh, nothing. I just figured that if I'm going to come along with you, we should at least know each other's faces beforehand. Don't want somebody intercepting our transmissions and then some rando from Netwatch show up.
Ah, that's true. Not that I don't think any rando who shows up is begging for trouble on this one.
So what's the job? It's all right. Everything's blocked here. Nobody can hear us.
Okay. All right. We're going into Arasaka and we're looking for some other gear that's been down there a while.
Do you have any details other than that?
What were we looking for, Peter?
So you guys are going in and looking for Soul Killer, basically.
Soul Killer. Okay.
Is that the name that Biotechnica gave us, or did they give us like
Sylvia specifically stated that she
Specifically
needs
said
the
Soul
Soul
Killer.
Killer technology in order to like move forward with with her work.
She also explained that how, at least as far as their intelligence is aware, their research in reverse engineering seems to indicate that the process of making a unit like Robbie involves generating complete ego death, like just destroying the extant personality with a technology called Soul Killer. They want that. They want the power to kill souls as well.
Well, I mean, to do it without
Perfectly
like,
innocent reasons.
well, you know, the power to kill souls without like needing to put them through office work.
Yeah, they
It's
can
really
do it
just cutting out the
instantly
middle.
or through, 20 years of, soul crushing cubicles. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
All right. Yeah, we're looking for something called Soul Killer Tech.
His eyes kind of go wide and like his gets a big old grin. He's like, Soul Killer. You mean the thing that Alt Cunningham made way back in before the corporate war?
But yes, the Arasaka, whatever Arasaka's got a hold of down there.
He's like, shit, man, this is big. You get your hands on Soul Killer, you could be the Netrunner in Night City. You realize this?
Yeah, but there's a big if going in there.
Well, even if you can't find Soul Killer, then just the Arasaka tech down there alone could put you leagues ahead of everybody else in the city.
It's true. But yeah, Biotechnica's paying for it, so yeah.
How much?
It depends on what we end up bringing back.
Let's see here. If you add him in and like recalc the cut, something looking at somewhere around like 200K. Yeah, like now I'm assuming that that's giving him like just a completely even split because I can't imagine.
He even
why
goes
not.
like, actually, I don't care what they're paying. I don't care what they're paying you. If I just have a chance to get at some of that Arasaka tech, that'd be worth it enough.
Given the thing we're looking for, wait a minute. I think I lost the plot. I thought that we were being paid out in the retire retire forever amounts of money.
No, yeah, we are.
like,
You
you were-
missed a zero with the amount of money that we're being given.
Yeah, like this is
Each.
millions. It's
Yeah,
Like the overall number is in the millions. We're each getting paid like 500,000 Eurobucks.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you'll have to clear it with biotech because they're gonna meet it. They're gonna take us in, and then they're gonna bring us out too. So there's no way skipping that part.
Oh, I think we can find some ways. He's actually looking around. It's all like, look, just help me get in there with you, and I'll even throw in. He's looking around, kind of like in his junk boxes and everything like that, and like, where is it? I know I have an extra one around here somewhere. Goes in through his closet and it's like kind of rummaging around. It's all like, yes, here you go. Not sure it'll quite fit you. And he pulls out a Netrunner suit.
That's hella.
Yeah, that's 1,000. That's 1,000 there. Well, I can tell you where we're going in, but I don't know how you're going to get past Biotechnica. But once we get in there, sure, if you meet up with us, we'll be willing to take you along.
Great. You just need to, distract the guards long enough for me to sneak behind them.
Oh God.
Sure, you know what? I could probably think of something.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, you'll just have to sit it out and hear the stories.
Don't worry about it. I won't be sneaking in myself, but I will need to be close. I will just need to be close enough for a signal.
Oh, he's sending a drone.
Is that gonna work all the way down there?
It might be a little spotty, but I think I've at least tested it in the bay. It will at least go underwater.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. All right, you're using long wavelengths. All right, gotcha. All right. Well, if it's just a piece of gear that you want me to take in, I can just carry that in.
Yes, well, it's a very specialized piece of gear. Not quite something that you find on the market. They might question it. That's the problem.
Please
I mean,
let it be just like a Boston Dynamics, like.
Frankly, they are paying us so much. I'm not sure they care enough. I'm not sure they want to ask questions.
Okay. Sure enough, I'll try and distract the guards.
Perfect. And as again, my gift for you for our first meeting, and to riches.
Yeah. All right. Nice meeting you.
Send-
Tell me what I'm looking for, so when I spot it, I don't shoot it.
Don't worry, I'll be in communication with you.
Okay.
Now I'm just imagining the funniest thing in the world, where it's just like we find like one or two just intact Arasaka hover tanks, and it's just like, we're gonna blow the shit out of those white boys.
But yeah, so you have a little bit of extra Netrunner help now on this job.
Yay. Because I'm not qualified to cover that stuff.
You're the best we got, buddy. We're gonna need you. And look.
You're rank 5, right?
I'm rank 5, yeah, but
Look. The Arasaka tech was bleeding edge 20 years ago, so it's just modern day stuff now that you're hacking into.
right.
Well, to be fair, the corporate war overall kind of set everything back a bit as well. So it's like I said, instead of iPhones, you have Blackberries. You're kind of at that point at the moment.
Do the suits come with Geiger counters so we know which areas are particularly bad, or are we gonna need to get our own?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is part of the equipment that will be handed to you.
Yeah, because I know that we're radiation shielded, but like there's a difference between we can handle the ambient radiation and there's like an elephant's foot in that room. We shouldn't go there. So
But that's where the treasure is.
That's where the treasure could stay.
Well, I mean, how shielded is Robbie?
I mean, he might want to try and put on a suit over him as well, but ambient radiation, I think he'd be okay with.
And yeah, that's what all the shielding Dave bought does for them. It's just like I'm mostly just saying like there's a certain level of radioactivity
I know.
No amount of shielding is going to protect you.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have an elephant's foot if it was just a bomb that went off.
Yeah, the radiation is more for like surface and maybe 50 to 100 feet down.
You say that, but God only knows what Arasaka was doing down there.
And unless they had a nuclear plant down there themselves, which is possible.
Right, but if that blew, there'd be a much bigger hole in the middle of Night City than what there is.
Not necessarily. It didn't have to blow. It just
Just had the leak.
The reactor leaks. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, just hope the maintenance bots have been keeping up with it.
I knew this groundwater tasted funny.
You mean the glowing water?
Delicious.
Remember,
Tastes like
mercury.
Lead.
Tastes like mercury.
Does anybody else feel like
Okay.
they have a thermometer in their mouth the whole time?
God. Okay, so all right, so just for sheer utility equipment, I've got a carry-all, anti-radioactive duct tape, digging tools. I got a new light armor jacket because my previous one got busted. I got a bulletproof shield. Now I'm gonna get EMP grenades now.
welcome to the pile of a gently used light armor jet plan. We have gently used armor jet.
Gently used armor jack. All right.
Oh yeah,
other
speaking
than-
of which, do you want to try to fix up any of your armor jacks there? Anybody?
Fuck that. I have a brand now.
Are you just gonna buy? Did you just buy another one?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put down 1,000 eddies for 2 EMP grenades. Do we want any more than that?
I don't have to repair my armor jack because it wasn't damaged.
Bitch.
I got crit, but the damage didn't get through my armor. Only the crit did.
I can't use a grenade launcher.
Like I'm
And
mostly like
I don't want to be chucking them because my hands are probably going to be full of weapons.
Well, so athletics is the chucking skill, so
Provide them to me.
Yeah,
Kind of
like I'm mostly
my
just saying, does anybody
hands.
else want to contribute to the Give Robbie Grenades Fund?
I'll finance 2
contribute.
more.
How much are they each?
An EMP
500
grenade
each.
is 500 each.
Yeah, I'll give 2.
Okay, so that's if I'm putting down 2, Obi, how many are you putting down?
2.
Okay, Robbie, you have 6 EMP grenades.
All right, I'll say a bandolier to hold them costs like 20 eddies,
I'll check that in too.
and that'll hold all 6.
All right, we have a pretty effective anti-robot tool. Like, it's not an impossible DV that they need to be in order to not be affected, but 15's still relatively up there. Maybe they'll fuck it up, and then we can just shoot them while they're twitching on the ground.
If the nanite swarms are even a little bit realistic, an EMP grenade should pretty much kill them instantly. should pretty much like.
Yeah, I mean, like they
Because it's
just
only
the sheer
suspended by EM anyway. Like
just the sheer charge alone will like fry them.
Yeah, just make sure you guys get familiar with the grenade rules and how it works if you actually miss.
Deviation.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 EMP grenades for me. I think 6 EMP grenades is probably enough. So okay,
If it's not
and
enough, oh no, oh no.
then we have other
fuck.
problems. If 6 EMP grenades is not enough to get us to get us through the trials ahead of us, then
I just want to say preemptively, if 6 isn't enough, it's not my fault. I didn't wake it up. How was I supposed to know? You're supposed to press. You're always supposed to press the green one.
Insert butt press meme with Yama is all like, do the smart thing, do the awesome thing. Sweat.
I
God,
bet I
man.
can drive that shit. Let's fucking go.
anyway.
Let's see. Oh, Yama, you actually listed all the stuff that you want to buy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I've listed all the stuff that I have bought so far.
And I'm just quietly stuffing my inventory. And yes, Sam, you did in fact talk me into buying another internal melee weapon. So yeah, be happy.
Shit,
Okay.
wasn't even realize I was doing that.
Okay, so go ahead and get all the stuff that you want installed.
That already happened.
Oh, you're under 10, sir. You're gonna need to spend some money for some serious therapy, or bad things are gonna start happening.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've still got money to burn. How much?
I believe it's 1,000 eddies for intensive therapy.
I mean, Resin gave it to
okay.
us at a discount, but like, I suppose there's places that you could go to where it's just like, I don't know, hypertherapy.
Well,
I had to go to the hospital for this anyway.
Resin gave you guys regular therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the intensive stuff I can't do.
I had to go to the hospital for some of this anyway, so I think like the availabilities already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just, I don't know, do like Clockwork
doing a
Orange. but
VR
also-
recreation.
I figure like he walks out of like some of it wrong and is like, nope. This was not gonna not gonna let a cybercycle come out of this hospital. That looks awful on Yelp.
Okay, and I believe, if I remember right, there was a roll that you have to make as well. All right. Since you are doing this in a hospital with state-of-the-art gear, just go ahead and roll 4d6.
They hooked you up with the with the shrink because like you were asking about. Hey, I didn't. You charging me for like the voice function? Sir, the what? The part where it talks to me.
I can hear it. I can.
Sir, we're gonna want you to come back in.
Let's be real. They didn't ask. Like he started like muttering about voices, and they were just like, "Oh, look. Oh, sorry. So you dropped something. What?"
Tased and then strapped to a chair. Doctor, I have the
You can't make the bionic man do anything. Tase, and then they just started tasing.
I have transcended humanity. What control do you imagine you have over me now?
Just cattle prods you.
Oh,
God.
Peter, I would absolutely understand if you said no for this. But you know the Kendachi Mono 3? Could I get that as a knife?
No.
Okay. I wanted a vibro knife, but I
So I
understand.
was about to say like, "Fuck you." If he gets one, I want one too.
I mean, you could afford one. It's 5,000 eddies. But
I can't afford one anymore. I had to get therapy.
Yep.
After the like incredibly cathartic meeting with the VR recreation of your estranged father, you're feeling real good until you got the bill for it.
It's like, oh, I feel so much better. Thank you, sir. Here's the cost. Starts frothing at the mouth.
Take it. Put it out. Take it back. I want it. I don't want it.
Like, he's going psycho again. He needs more therapy.
This is a rocket! You're just trying to ramp up the
Actually, I am
bill!
calm. I have refound the deep calm that
So I take it. Yama gets like 14 humanity back.
Yes, he is back up to 20 from 6.
Oh dear God in heaven! I mean, yeah, you've crossed like I guess 2 points to 2 milestones there between 10 and 20, but Jesus, OP.
His max humanity right now is 36.
Nice.
He has he started with a total empathy of 6.
Like I had an empathy stat of 6. It got pre-game dumpstered to 4, and I have been playing games ever since.
Dear God. Anyway, unless anybody can think of something that like y'all think I should get, I think I'm pretty good actually. I got carry-all, anti-radioactive duct tape, digging tools, a new light armor jack, bulletproof shield, two MP grenades, and 50 armor-piercing bullets. You know what? I'm gonna get 50 more armor-piercing bullets because I can, and we're going to be facing heavily armored sons of bitches.
Yeah,
Alright.
I want to prep stuff, get the radiation treatment stuff prepped for when we get out of there.
All right, and in the meantime, still, Dreamer, you get a message yourself.
Is it Hawkinson? Is Hawkinson bitching at me?
It is an anonymous message, but it asks how the mission is going.
Okay, when you say anonymous, is it anonymous as in there's not a name on it, but I know who it is?
What's the other option?
That somebody just got my number or I don't know who the fuck this is.
it's a phishing call. Yeah, you're pretty sure you know who this is because it's been a while since you've been in contact.
So
And
it's Hawkinson.
yeah, or at least somebody representing him.
Okay. I'm gonna respond with the absolute truth, phrased in interesting ways. By absolute truth, I mean I'm also like leaving a whole bunch of shit out. We have made contact, building rapport. Doesn't completely trust us, but breaking down bridges. Hoping to continue to get closer, you knew this was going to be a long-term project.
I mean, he just said take care of her. He didn't say how. It could have
And
been.
I mean,
It could have
and I
been
mean,
a very short-term project if Yama had anything to do
Well,
with it.
yeah, if we all wanted to get shot by Biotechnica security.
he was probably like indirectly wiggling his eyebrows in like Yama's direction because he figured, oh yeah, I know who that is. He'll get it.
If I want to get either killed by Biotechnica security or also just caught on video shooting someone to death, and just like it turns up on the evening news.
That's like barely his problem.
Mayoral candidate shooting high-level Biotechnica executive tonight at 11.
Like if I spin that right, I might be able to get something out of it, but no. So that's my response. Basically, all of what I said there is true, but it's also giving an implication of I'm working towards a long con. But I have not technically told a lie.
Insert dice roll here.
Yeah.
What bones need be rolled?
Persuasion is going to be the main one here, but composition is definitely going to be a complementary.
So roll persuasion, fuck up on persuasion, roll composition.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll roll persuasion. If I fuck this up, I've got composition to help me out. So let's see how I do on. Okay. You know what? I've got luck.
How much of that luck do you want to spend?
What's the next tier?
17. You would need to go to 18 to beat it.
Then yeah, you know what? I really need this guy to like not send kill teams after us or like get in our way as we're doing this. So like all 4, pretty
Okay.
much. Like that's a 20.
Okay.
Do I need to reroll?
Yeah, you might want to roll that composition check.
Oh dear God! All right.
All right. Plus, so you get that +1.
Okay, so roll persuasion again. Plus
Yeah.
5.
Plus 5
effectively.
total. Yes.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna bake that into this with the modification.
That's fine.
That's better.
It is better. You get a reply. It kind of just says, tick tock. The longer that this goes on, the harder it's going to end up being for you.
Okay. So at the very least, I've ensured that Hawkinson is not going to get on our asses immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 luck well spent, considering what he could potentially throw at us.
Mm-hmm. He also says, it goes without saying what should happen should you decide to change your mind.
So just kind of roll my eyes, that just, respond with, like, is there, like, an emoji for, like, salute?
Yes. Actually, it's this.
Excellent. Oh yeah, that's right. I just, like, send that back his way, because, like, I've made it pretty clear what I'm about. So good news, everyone. Hawkinson is not immediately sending people with guns out after us. That might be like, I don't know, 2 to 3 sessions from now instead.
Boo.
Instead of next session, we might be able to get out of the dungeon crawl first.
So, okay, that's 4 luck well spent. I'm happy with that. Okay. But yeah, no, I would inform everybody that, like, next we meet up, that you're like, yeah, no, Hawkinson's getting the fucking bee in his bonnet. So
Yama makes a shooting noise, not a shooting noise, but like a shooting, like mime shooting.
Oh no, it's not coming to that yet. I think I got us enough time to actually, like, continue with what we're doing before he probably sends people to put bullets in us.
Time for an ambush.
Yeah, I think I want to
Yama,
buy
we
some
need
of
to go to the
those
radioactive hellhole first.
those quick heals that resin makes. For how much are those? 200 a shot?
Yep.
I'll be right back.
I think I want a few of them.
Or you can get the effect of 1 every 24 hours.
Yeah, they're not super great.
I mean, no, they're pretty good. Like, especially if you have
take-
like the enhanced antibodies, because then it doubles it.
I'll take 2. I just bought enhanced antibodies.
Yeah, but like I said, it's 1 every 24
Okay.
hours. So
That's fine. I'll still buy 2.
I'll make 2.
So first one. You know what? With that roll, you just make both of them. So you literally doubled the amount that you over doubled the amount that you need to make one. So I'll say you get to make both of them in one go.
Okay, I'm back. So at some point after the Hawkinson call, after I also get everybody together, I just kind of like turn to Robbie and was like, Robbie, could you get all that footage you got from when we were in Hawkinson's office and get that to Blitz? Blitz, remember that insurance package you made for me?
Yeah. Is it time to leak it?
No, but it's time to add something else to it. Selective stuff. Essentially, candidate as like a council member tries to hire out, assassination of major corporate figure. Because we have that footage. We just need it selectively edited so that we don't get fucked.
Okay.
Like, look, I'm hoping that after what we do becomes apparent and Hawkinson gets all pissy about it, we have enough blackmail to just slap down on the table to make him, like, cool as fucking jets. That being one of them.
I think you're just gonna piss him off.
Well, then if he goes after us, I'll fucking ruin his life with all this then. Fuck him.
I don't think you'll ruin his life. I think you'll just make his life a little bit miserable for a while.
Shoulder, Yama. Just shoot him in the face.
Whatever. I work with the tools I'm given, Blitz, and this is one of them.
Okay, I'm just saying, the guy's been in office for a while, so he knows his shit. He's probably prepared for some bullshit.
All right. Well,
just let you know.
Practical advisement: public loss of public opinion has little effect on historically on people in positions of actual power.
So what am I?
all right. So if you want to actually like edit this video, that's a photography and film roll.
Oh, what?
I think haven't we?
No, that was just putting the stuff up there. That wasn't like editing it to make it look good. The stuff that I had that I let you guys do before was just like
Film.
putting it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like trash in that skill.
Also, as you're like looking through it, there's actually a lot of static in it.
Clean this shit up.
I could probably just fake it with piling a bunch of luck into the roll?
Go for it.
I mean, if you want to, that is totally up to you.
You know, I can make the roll, and if it's junk, I can just say, nah.
Well, I mean, okay, you could make the roll, and if it doesn't work, since it is like, involving like tools and technology and shit, you could probably justify basic tech as like getting a reroll.
We'll see.
Well, let me make the roll first. Photography and film. Can anybody help with this? Anybody?
Nope.
Hey, does anybody know how to like edit video?
I don't think I do.
I mean,
You did pretty well.
17 is what we need to get the next one up.
Yeah. Well, you need to beat it, so 18. But yeah.
Do I have any skill in that?
I mean, you have tech skill. It is a tech skill.
I'll spend 2 points of luck to move it to an 18 then.
Okay, so we're just adding that to the blackmail pile. Like, I'm not expecting it to make Hawkinson not go after us. I'm mostly just using it to like make Hawkinson's life difficult when he decides to.
Shoot him in the dick and the
All right.
face.
So yeah, 17 is professional skill check. So yeah, you are able to get it mostly cleaned up, and you're able to cut and edit various parts.
So at least it looks professional.
Cool. Let's add it to the blackmail pile.
Just be lucky you didn't roll a 1 on that, or else
Yeah, I know.
the footage would have been just
Ruined.
unusable.
Robbie worked very hard to get that footage, so I would have been very upset.
Well, there you go. That'll be 500 credits.
You say that, and Hassan just goes like, "Yeah, sure, here." I just toss them to you.
Yes.
Okay.
But the reason for the minus 500 is like more blackmail.
Yes. More blackmail.
Resin, you actually have a lot of cash on you. Is there anything you want to actually buy?
I mean, we've already bought the suits and most of the protective gear. I want to buy the radioactive treatment stuff, or at least have it available to buy when we get out.
All right, I'm gonna say it's 100 eddies per dosage.
Okay, so there's what, 5 of us?
6. We're taking Grizz with us.
6, so 600 eddies?
Yeah.
Okay. That's dosaging for everyone in case we all come back with radiation poisoning, which I'm expecting us all to come back with it. I'll probably preemptively treat everybody anyway, because we're going into a hot zone.
All right, I'm just gonna put boost in your gear right now, and that will be the radiation treatment items. Yeah.
Okay. I've got 63 armor-piercing bullets. That should be more than enough. How much is a higher grade of pistol than what I have?
It depends.
See, you have a regular level 1. I believe that a excellent
just-
quality one is 500.
Yeah, it's just 500.
And what does a higher quality one do?
Well, it doesn't jam, and then gives you +1 to damage or +1 to attack.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll buy a premium heavy pistol.
You know what? I'm gonna buy rope. I know we have grapple guns, but you
Rope
can't
is
really
always
go wrong with.
We're hopefully not going to spend more than like a day down there.
Yeah, time gets a little bit nebulous when you don't have the sun.
Yeah. I don't want to sleep down there if we don't have to.
Do you want to buy some camping equipment? So you have a tent just in case? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Everybody, the omniscient narrator says it'll probably be fine. Therefore, we can rely on it to be fine.
I don't really want to carry extra weight unless we have to, because I don't know how much weight this thing is going to be when we carry it out.
A lot. We know it's a lot, actually. We know Robbie's going to have to carry it because it's going to actually be quite large.
They don't make hover sleds or anything like that, do they?
Steal a flying car and saw off the.
Off one turbine.
I mean, you know who has a flying car.
I mean, like
I
they
could
put
steal
it
Rex's
out
flying
back
car.
and wait months.
No, even like thinking in 2077, they don't actually have like they actually don't have like hover.
Well, they do have hover things. It's just they're mostly cars.
Oh, I mean like hover jacks and stuff like that. They actually don't have that stuff. Like even thinking in 2077, they don't have those.
I mean, TBH, pallet
Yeah,
jacks are already fine. It's fine. They're fine.
Wheels are in normal situations are usually just like all that you need. But okay, I've got 3 sets of rope, in case like I don't know, we need to go down an elevator after something.
I'll make a couple more speed heals, one for everybody because safety first.
I'm gonna be going down there with a load of weapons. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
who-
didn't you say you wanted to try and upgrade your cyber deck?
Yes.
What is
That's money.
That's 1,000.
Are you going to ask Rex to see if he can find one?
I'll ask my buddy to see if he can find one. He's more likely to have a better deal than good old Rex.
All right, make me a luck roll. Because I mean, Rex can definitely find one. It's just gonna cost you It's just gonna cost you something.
But he's got better taste. It's not necessarily better acquisitions capability.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean,
He has cyber decks. He does not have an upgraded cyber deck that he can give you.
okay, fair enough. I guess I'll have to talk to Rex.
Well, go ahead and make that trading roll,
Yeah.
or somebody can make that trading roll, I guess. Well, no, this is definitely gonna be something specifically for you, and they know it's gonna be for you because nobody else is gonna want this.
All right.
I mean, respectable.
Better start. I would spend that luck anyway.
Unless he rolls a 1.
Spend that luck anyway.
Let's see, 17 to 19. Yeah, no, he'll sell it to you at cost.
Fair enough. 1,000. I'm okay with that.
I think at this point we've probably done as much like crap as we're gonna be able to get done. Like we've
Let's see. Hold on. Make the medtech rolls real quick. See. Okay. You're on a roll with these medtech rolls there, Resin. Like last time you rolled, you got a 29. This time you got a 27. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just say you make both of them.
Good. It gives us enough for everybody. I think.
I mean,
that's
you have Grizz in your party too. So if you want to make one for him,
Yeah.
okay, you make it. So you guys said you wanted to bring the microwave gun with you, right?
we do have it, and they never fired it, so it should have all its charges.
Somebody buy a battery. They're 50. Especially for throwing around all these EMP grenades. Extra battery.
I'll put down 50 for another battery pack for the microwaver.
I mean, you could let Robbie use it. So if he has to run into anything, he can just blitz. Well, I mean, I guess I could carry another gun. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we need to. I need to actually kind of look at things that people have. Okay.
I'm not gonna be taking everything I have with me.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff now.
I mean, like, as far as weapons go, you can have like either 3 one-handed weapons or a 2-handed and 1-handed weapon. So like, just kind of for your gear, because like some of you guys, like you obviously you have an assault rifle, a excellent very heavy pistol, heavy SMG, and a regular very heavy pistol, right?
Yes.
So I obviously can't carry all of that stuff. So like, put the little hand mark on the stuff that you are carrying.
Right. I may leave the assault because we're gonna be indoors most of the time, aren't we?
Or actually, you would change it to the little little suitcase item.
Baggy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the hand means you have it equipped.
Anyway, so yeah, I spent 50 eddies on another battery pack for the microwaver, which means we'd have a total of 16 shots in it.
Okay. I do want to know who's going to carry it because I'm going to put it in your inventory. Because there's
I can carry it. I've only got my one handgun.
Okay.
All right, so okay, you got a microwaver. It's good. Just remember, it does not do damage. What it does is it forces a DV15 like just tech roll to see whether or not like any of their cyberware still works, and then it's shut off for like a minute if they don't succeed.
Yeah, keep it pointed away from Robbie.
Well, Robbie's shielded, so Robbie's actually got some more defenses against that.
I'm now immune.
Okay.
Add it up.
So between the microwaver and the EMP grenades and all the armor-piercing ammunition we've probably got as much like that we're gonna have against the fucking robots as ever.
I mean, there's potentially more you could get, but it's just a matter of what.
I mean, we could buy grenades, just flat out grenades.
We have 3 of those.
Yeah, but we could buy more.
I mean, I'm sitting at probably around 8,000 eddies. So
Holding out.
You're not spending enough money then.
no, I'm not.
Look, we don't have to spend everything. It's just like for once in this game, we're flushed. Yeah, I think we're ready to go into the hole.
All right. Well, the next event item on the list for this session has to do with resin.
Oh no.
So, resin. While all of this is going on and everybody's preparing and everything like that, one day when you step out of your clinic in the middle of all of this, you see a very corporate-dressed individual waiting outside for you. And he is standing next to a fairly nice vehicle.
The first reaction is go back inside and close the door.
Basically, once you hit the street, the guy kind of like semi-approaches you and says, like, "Ma'am, if you could please step into the vehicle, the councilman would like to see you."
Dun dun dun.
Oh no, Blitz's uncle.
And I didn't get to explain to Blitz why I have an issue with this.
You said
right.
it killed your family.
Yeah, among other things. I have no interest in speaking with the councilman.
Ma'am, this is not a request.
I've told him no before. I can tell him no again.
So this is kind of one of those things where it's like, he is insinuating that if you do not come willingly, you will be forced into the vehicle.
Oh, I know that.
Another individual steps out of the vehicle as well.
Well, his flirting methods have not gotten any better. And she'll move towards them. I would think at this point I might have a panic button for my team, maybe?
You have all of us on speed dial.
Yeah, but I get the feeling if I pull out my agent that they're gonna take it away.
You get for not having it installed in your brain.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be a super cyborg, Robbie.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Quitter.
can.
That's quitter talk.
Yeah, this is Cyberpunk. They totally can. Everybody can totally be a super cyborg if they want to.
Yeah, Yama just has to make sure he goes in for his sessions. He just needs more cyberware. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
But yeah.
perfect crime.
They
I
are
just need to steal enough money for high impact therapy.
Hey, how much
And
is
cyberware.
How much is high impact therapy?
1,000.
It's 1,000 eddies and it gets you back 4d6.
All right, I need some high impact therapy.
No, you don't. You're only missing 10 You're only missing like 10 humanity out of your total.
Yeah, you're fine. I can barely roll humanity anyway. You're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, they're not making any overt aggressive gestures to you. They are wanting you to comply peacefully.
She'll go with them. What is my sleight of hand?
8.
You could just make a call. You don't know they'll stop you until and unless they try to.
I mean, you can make the roll and then blow a bunch of luck on it.
That too.
It's here's the thing, you just try to do like pocket text, right? It's like you like feel for the numbers and everything like that.
Accidentally dial Yama. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
I kind of wanted to set it to record the conversation. This is gonna be fun.
They do like pat you down before even getting into the vehicle.
Oh, so there goes my gun. Great.
I mean, they're competent security.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically. I'll roll later to set my phone to record the conversation, and I will try to dial one of them later if things get out of hand.
So you are taken to the city council office. So they're not taking you to like his personal residence or anything. So it's in a public place at least.
That's
Public-ish.
good. Yeah, public-ish.
This is still away from like where most people on the street would see anything.
Yeah. As you go in there, much like with the previous foray into the city council office, they ask you to like, leave any recording devices at the front desk, etc., etc. You will be given them back upon exit.
Yeah, sure. Like that's gonna happen.
Attempt to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, you can try that conceal reveal roll now.
Yeah, I guess I'll try that. I mean, I've got a couple of things I could do.
Do you just want to pour luck into it, or are you just gonna let it ride or let it roll?
And what do I need?
You don't know.
You don't know.
It's opposed.
First off, to like do anything on an everyday level is a 13. So you haven't even met that.
It's 13, 15, 17, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You have 6 luck. You could get yourself up to 18.
I'm gonna go up to 15.
15? Okay, so that's 3 luck. Alright, gonna roll these guys.
Roll these nuts.
Heh.
They rolled a 15.
So I keep my phone. Yay!
You got absurdly lucky, is what you got.
Yeah, I know.
So you are led into Councilman Cooney's office.
He's not happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. There's another person with him as well. Guy looks very, very corporate and bit cybered out. Mostly looks like Neuralware.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll either a business or deduction roll and complement it with cybertech.
Then deduction with Cybertech.
All right, you got a 21. You can tell that the guy with him looks like somebody from Netwatch.
And
Oh,
who's not
great. We've got an alphabet soup agency here.
So Netwatch, for those of you who don't know, are the guys who basically built the Black Wall to keep the Rabbids virus from doing everything. They are basically internet police at this point.
They live in constant fear that some of the roving eldritch AIs beyond the Black Wall will eventually get past the Black Wall and run rampant throughout the net and just end what's left of civilization as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense as to why he's here, but okay. I'm going to look at him and be like, well, it's not like I had much of a choice, now was it?
Yes, well, I figured that I at least would put a gentle approach to it rather than a heavy-handed one.
Oh, you mean like your previous attempts at flirting with me?
He chuckles and laughs it off as though like, do not worry, I have no more interest in that area. But this is Mr. Anderson from Netwatch.
Are you serious?
Oh, God. Anderson. Oh, at least it's not Smith.
Yeah, you got the good one. You got the good cop, not the bad cop.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson. So if you don't have any interest in me anymore, which, yay, why am I here exactly?
Mr. Anderson speaks up. Is like, we are aware that you have been hired to do a certain job that brings you into old Arasaka territory. Now, the technology inside the bunker that we suspect that Arasaka had under the building is invaluable. Especially the Soul Killer technology. We feel that if we are able to get our hands on such technology, we will be able to strengthen the Black Wall as such that no rogue AI would ever be able to even touch it. And we might even be able to go out and fight them actively. However, with the programmer who made it obviously not around anymore, we cannot hire them. We've tried hiring others in the past to try and replicate it, but none of them were as good as Alt Cunningham, unfortunately. And all experimental versions of this technology has failed. We would like you to retrieve it for us. We have looked at the team that you are going in with, and so far they have a fairly exceptional record of, let's say, being lucky in their endeavors. So we feel like this is the best opportunity for us to get our hands on it. And he pulls out what basically looks like a USB drive. This has been specially modified to be able to hold the Soul Killer program should you be able to get to its core. It will be able to transfer it in its entirety.
And why exactly should I help you? And she's deliberately looking at the councilman when she says that.
You help us do this, you'll have your life back. Your old one, or a completely new one if you so choose. And Cooney looks at you and is all like, and I will not have any meddling in your affairs from this point forward.
Oh, so you learned how to resurrect the dead then. You can bring all of my family back.
The Netwatch guy looks at the councilman and is all like,
Oh, did he not tell you?
he looks at you as all like, the events that happened with us are unfortunate. Once I heard what happened, I sent individuals to see what could be, not be salvaged.
No, make him say salvaged.
No, that's not what I was actually trying to say. He's trying to say like he is trying to basically spin it like he sent people to help you, not kill you.
So he's trying to gaslight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a very, you could say that, but we didn't exactly have a lot of enemies, and it's very suspicious that, like, 2 days after I told you no, I wasn't going to marry you, no, I wasn't going to sleep with you, my entire home is bombed in a star scraper, and only that apartment.
The coincidence is uncanny, I will tell you that, but I can assure you it had nothing to do with being under my orders.
I'll think about it.
We need an answer before you leave, ma'am.
So what exactly will you give me if I do this for you? You can't give me my family back. Cooney, of course, claims no knowledge of the incident. You want this? You want me to get you this soul killer device? There's really only one thing I want. His head, no longer attached to him.
Councilman kind of like chuckles at you, and the Netwatch guy looks kind of like down resigned, is all like, we can't offer that to you.
Well, I guess you don't really want this soul killer thing. I mean, why haven't you gone down and gotten it if you know where it is? You're Netwatch.
I mean, Resin named her price. They weren't willing to meet it, so.
Well, I have another price, but I don't want to bring it up in front of Cooney. Because I have a negotiation I want to try. But I can't do it with him there. So she looks at the net runner and is like, so exactly how will I contact you if I get this thing?
He explains there's a tracking chip in it. Once Soul Killer is secured inside of it, and you are close enough back out of the surface, they should be able to pick up the active signal.
And she's just kind of mulling it over because she really wants to screw over Cooney.
Well, if you really want to screw over Cooney, you would take Soul Killer and like give it back to Arasaka, because That's what would really screw him over.
Oh yeah, but it would screw everybody else over too.
But I mean, we're trying to give it to.
Yeah, you're trying to give it to Biotechnica for the program that she's doing under Militech contract, which Cooney is sponsoring.
Yeah,
That's a fun wrinkle.
yeah. Very fun wrinkle.
That might get you shot by the party.
Well,
If I
that's
turn it over to Arasaka, yeah, no. Should never do that. That's just a bad idea. Oh. She'll hold out her hand for the thumb drive. Like, I'll see what I can do. I can't make any promises because I don't even know if we'll find it.
that's not good enough, ma'am. I need you to say you accept this mission.
Even if I accept it, there's no guarantee we're gonna find the thing.
That doesn't matter. We need a official confirmation.
And if I don't find it, we come back out and we didn't find anything. Or what? Gonna kill me?
I didn't say that. That's if you don't find it, that's just the nature of it. But if you do find it, and you put it on this, we will know and we will be able to retrieve it. But we need an answer that say whether or not you accept the contract.
Fine, I'll accept the contract, but there's no guarantees you will even find the thing, or even if it's even in any state to be downloaded. But I'll do my best.
Some flashes in his eyes blink a little bit after you say that, and then he hands it over. Councilman thanks you, and the door opens, and one of the large individuals kind of like holds his hand to like, usher you out.
But not before she flips off the councilman. She does not believe that he is actually going to keep doing stuff because she got away. He's not a fan of that. And then as soon as they're away, she's going to call her team and be like, "We have a problem."
All right, Reza. What's this? Like, I've been busy with shopping list. Robbie, here's some more EMP grenades. So, all right.
She says, hold on. As she puts the thumb drive in like a Faraday cage, because she doesn't know if there's a listening device on this thing or not. Not yet, anyway.
You just have a Faraday cage laying around?
You know a Faraday cage is nothing but tinfoil, right?
Okay.
A simple Faraday cage is just tinfoil. And she works with cybernetics, so I'm sure she probably has a small Faraday cage somewhere. And then she'll leave it there and she'll step outside or into a different area of her home.
Sure.
Yeah. Like the recording on your phone. So I was just like, blah, we're in place. Scott's kind of looking at this and going like, oh, man, I fucking course these jackasses are playing against each other.
Yeah, she just kind of like sends the whole file over to my team.
Okay, so
wait a minute. How'd they find out about this?
You just get back from Yama like, I fail to understand why you don't just let me shoot these people.
Okay, so let me try to lay out the landscape as I understand it as right now. So we were originally hired by Hawkinson to get rid of Sylvia, who has instead hired us to get Soul Killer Tech for Biotechnica, but it seems like Councilman Cooney and Netwatch want you to take that kind of on the down low, like beneath the rug from Biotechnica, even though Cooney is himself bankrolling a bunch of Biotechnica operations.
He's bankrolling Militech specifically.
Yeah. So it sounded to me like Cooney's attempting to just kind of cut Biotechnica out of the middle here a bit. And just doing it with Netwatch assistance because Netwatch is in a perennial state of fear and desperation.
Why did you agree to this? Were they gonna kill you or something?
I was pretty sure they were gonna.
I mean, it's your Uncle Blitz, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he probably would.
He already killed my whole family for me telling him no.
Well, if he wants you, then he probably wouldn't kill you. That would defeat the purpose.
Kill him anyway. Who cares?
I'm
All
all for
right.
killing the man. That's fine. I have no problem killing that.
Cool.
All right.
Where does he live?
All right. Look,
We can't get
look.
to him.
Focus. So that's the play of the game as we understand it right now. There's three poles of power. There's Hawkinson, there's Biotechnica and Sylvia, and there's Cooney and Netwatch. And we're in the middle. So how are we gonna play this?
Kill Cooney and Hawkinson. Do it.
All right, that's one
I
option.
think we should go down the hole and get what we need.
Is there anything stopping us from making a copy of the program?
Other
mean,
than it is the probably one of the most advanced pieces of technology that was made at the time.
20 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
but
gone
nobody's
through, like, a-
nobody's really been able to top Alt's coding protocols.
You know
Alt
what?
Cunningham
We
is one
won't-
of those like once in a lifetime geniuses.
We won't know till we get down there.
All right. I mean, step one is, of course, we're going down the horrible radioactive hole full of murder robots. Like, we're still doing that. I'm more concerned about, since we've got these three poles of power that we're caught in the middle of, and what we're going to do after the fact is after we get out of the hole is when we start running into,
And then like
problems.
Yama, like I'm gonna say this is like Yama kind of like gets this out before he can quite stop himself. Like, or you could just tell Biotechnica, make it their problem. But shit. Fuck that. Don't do that.
I mean, that is a legitimate point. We could inform Biotechnica that Cooney is attempting to screw them. We had the evidence. You recorded it. Good job on that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I don't like being anywhere near Cooney without recording anything.
You might want to check your recording. Make sure you got stuff.
No, she actually
we-
did.
we-
She actually did this time.
No,
Yeah,
Like
no,
they're-
I mean, they didn't just frag her stuff.
They didn't know to frag it.
Yeah, well, fair enough then.
Yeah, because
Sounds
the
like-
little detail that may or may not have picked up, the Netwatch guy was obviously recording something as well.
Yeah, no, I picked that up. The fact that I agreed.
No, yeah, like the player suggestion is absolutely just sell Cooney out and let him hang, and let Biotechnica deal with the problem of how do we deal with the fact that the government also knows and wants this. Because yeah. And in fact, make them deal with it.
I mean, the government has known and wanted Soul Killer since like it became, quote unquote public knowledge, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
sure, but like, I
basically-
mean, make them deal with it in a kind of, if Biotechnica stiff arms the government out of hand, the government can plausibly stomp on their heads, as opposed to like possibly having to negotiate or buy or attempt to steal.
I mean, you could do that and possibly set off the fifth corporate war.
Yeah, how's that our problem?
It is an option because we do have evidence to inform Biotechnica that this is happening. But really, I'm more concerned about how can we try to spin this situation to our advantage, because I know that like we were all kind of leaning towards, is there a way to screw over everybody in a way that doesn't get us killed? Has that situation changed? I'm not
No.
sure it has.
It is the player's opinion that it has. Yama's not thinking that far ahead. In my opinion, like this is a much more complex situation. If Resin just screws Netwatch out of this, if we're very lucky, only she is dead. Biotechnica has like no real reason to protect us beyond thank you, here's money, have a nice day. If we screw Biotechnica, they're going to be the ones waiting for us on the other side. So that's going to be a great time.
And we're
Like,
already in the
yeah, no,
process of doing Hawkinson.
like frankly speaking, like as I think about it more, I really do think the best plan is to tell Biotechnica up front and make it their problem. Like, yeah, sure, fifth corporate war becomes a distinct possibility, but it's on them.
I mean, it's very possible that, Sylvia is the one who hired you for this, will just tell you it's all like, well, don't give it to them.
Then it's on her, which is an awful choice to make, but she can make it.
On me? Yeah.
No, I mean on Sylvia. Like,
Oh.
Well, it's
Like-
one of the things like I hired you for this job. and she expects you to complete the job. You know, that is
Well, yeah,
ba-
but like we
based
also,
on.
but Peter, we would also have evidence that a person who has been like majorly cooperative as a go-between between Militech and Biotechnica is attempting to screw them, which I think that they would have a vested interest and be grateful to know about.
Exactly.
Sure.
On her.
Sure. And again, I am doing conjecture for you guys based on like what you know of her personality. Her likely response is going to be like she's probably going to do something about it, but she is still going to likely expect you to complete the contract that she has with you.
No, we're not saying we're not going to go in the hole and we're not going to pick up the thing. Like that's still on the table. We're just saying I think our current plan to kind of engage with maybe we can screw over everyone somehow is step one. Inform Biotechnica that one of the people that they believe is like a major partner who is working with them is actually working against them.
Like frankly, not even that. We could just hand them the recording and
Yeah.
let them draw their own conclusions.
Sam, go ahead and roll me business.
Oh man, I have no luck left. Let's see how this goes.
I could roll business.
I rolled shit.
Okay, yeah, no, you have no idea how. You have no idea of the possibility of the interweaving corporate web here.
Can I roll business?
Question: could I roll bureaucracy as a complementary skill?
Go ahead.
Okay, so all right, I'm rolling bureaucracy as a complementary skill. Cool, got a 16. So reroll with a +1 for business.
Correct.
Beat a 13, please.
So you're not like too savvy on it, but you kind of got a initial feel of it in that Cooney is not giving money straight to Biotechna. Cooney is giving money to Militech, and Biotechnica is being contracted by Militech.
Right, but we also know that Cooney has been in Biotechnica facilities and has effectively been acting as a partner and liaison. It is not a stretch.
It's not a stretch,
Cooney,
sure.
But like, it's not a stretch that Cooney is like involved.
Here's kind of like what you kind of get with this whole thing. Even if Sylvia does not have Soul Killer, the contract between Biotechnica and Militech is still going to be active, unless like one of the two parties completely negates it, which would cause a whole different shitstorm.
Which becomes not our fault the instant we just pass some information along, because then we're not the ones making choices anymore.
Well, yeah, like none of this, I think, is really kind of dissuaded.
All we have to do is pass the buck. I am a genius.
Like none of this is really dissuaded from like inform Sylvia that, hey, this person for whom like you were kind of cooperating with Militech, this guy is like.
Oh no, not that Netwatch. Like it's about Netwatch. Don't Cooney is just a go-between. We do not care about him. The point is Netwatch. Netwatch wants it too, and they know we're going to get it. You're gonna have to just make her have to deal with it.
What I was trying to impose on you is that even if you tell them that it may or may not have any effect on whether or not Biotechnica and Militech continue to work together through this contract that they have.
That's not what we're concerned about.
Okay.
We are passing the buck. This is what I want. I want to pass the buck.
Yeah, I'm not trying to dissuade you from doing what you're trying to do, but I am trying to give you as much information as I can.
Oh no, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about like causing friction between like Biotechnica and like Netwatch / Cooney.
Honestly, open question how well that's actually going to work out. Maybe they'll be able to thread that needle, but I doubt we can.
So yeah, before we end session, I'm gonna ask if Sylvia has time for a meeting. Just to give her an update and that we're getting ready to go in.
If that's how you approach her, she says that a meeting is not needed. Good luck.
I have important information that you might want to know about in regards to mission success.
She says give her an hour. And then eventually you meet up. You don't meet up with her, but you meet up with one of her assistants.
Ah, great. I don't even warrant the boss lady. All right, whatever. It's like, hey.
It's the Netrunner one.
Cool. So, hey. So, there's some information that I'm going to be passing along to you that I think that you and your boss should know. Sending an audio file to you.
He doesn't even like really look at it or listen to it or anything like that. He just kind of takes it, gives you a nod, and then
Like before he leaves, I'm just like leaning in close and go like, so yeah, you know how like Councilman Cooney has been acting as like kind of a go-between, working with the whole Biotechnica Militech thing. Netwatch has gotten involved. Netwatch wants the subject. Netwatch is trying to horn in.
he stares at you for like a good few seconds, just gives you another nod, and then starts to walk away.
Okay,
Buck
good.
passed. We did it.
They don't want to ask more questions and whatever.
I believe it's probably above his pay grade to ask more questions.
I mean, he's apparently like Sylvia's personal netrunner.
He is trusted enough to not screw up delivering this message to the contracted help. That
And
might
then
not mean
Peter
very
says
much.
and then Peter says that he gets sniped from like, I don't know, 500 feet away from the top of a building, and then I have to duck for cover, and I'm suddenly in the middle of a terrible action movie.
If Netwatch is going that
So
hard,
funny, so
we
funny
got-
you should say that.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
Holy shit, if Netwatch is going that hard, we've got other problems.
I mean, if Netwatch is going that hard, we've got a war in Night City now. Like another one.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
Okay, so his head doesn't explode going back to his car.
Correct. Give me a human perception roll.
All right. I'm golden.
He was pretty passive on like, his facial expressions and everything like that, but you're able to see kind of like a few like little like micro twitches and everything like that in his face. Maybe a little bit of perspiration.
Oh, he was surprised.
You notice like the movement of his eyes or whatever, like he was actually kind of like legitimately thinking about what you're saying.
Okay, all right. So he's treating this seriously and trying to play it cool, but like Netwatch is leaning in on Cooney, who does actually have a connection with them, and is attempting to screw them. Is actually like taking the rug out from under him a bit. Well, that's good. At least he's not just dismissing this.
Yep. And you kind of have this like thing of like, if he is at least as competent of a netrunner as Blitz is, he'll be able to confirm the information that you've given him.
That will surely not have long-lasting repercussions that may explode in multiple people's faces, so long as it doesn't explode in ours. Who knows?
Listen, unless Netwatch is shooting when we come out, we will probably be able to walk away from this specific job.
I hope so.
I suppose we shall see, won't we?
That is like the the edge runner way, right? It's like, as long as you walk away from this specific job, we're good.
Anyway,
If we get paid from this one, yeah, maybe like I'm out.
look. All I'm hoping for, and I know it's a bit of a pipe dream, but a man can dream, right? All I'm hoping for is that maybe this will stir enough chaos that we can fuck over multiple people. That's the dream, right?
Listen, frankly, I think at this point, somebody in Netwatch has probably been fucked purely because the OPSEC is hella blown. In fact, somebody at Biotechnica is probably fucked because the OPSEC is clearly hella blown.
Like, what's that old... God. There's a lot of old CIA adages making fun of them. I'm not sure which one would be appropriate here.